Ever wondered what's really inside an Amish home? Ever want to see how the Amish live? Not the staged photos, not the postcard perfect barn, but the actual kitchens, bedrooms, and even the hidden spaces you never get to see. Today you're getting an exclusive walkthrough of a real Amish property. A Kentucky Amish farm sitting on 20 beautiful acres, complete with a full greenhouse, horse barn, pond, stables, and a farmhouse that shows exactly how the Amish blend tradition, practicality, and faith into every corner of daily life. From handcrafted furniture to surprising splashes of color, from oil lamps to a surprise in the basement, this is the Amish home tour you didn't know you needed. And at the end, I'll tell you exactly what it's selling for. You might be surprised to know that it's actually pretty easy to find Amish homes for sale online, and browsing them is like getting a backstage pass into a world most people only imagine. Real estate sites like Zillow are full of these listings, and they offer an incredible range from modest old-order homes to more progressive properties that almost blur the lines between Amish and American living. Not long ago, I even came across an Amish home priced at over $1 million. For me, looking through these listings is fascinating because it's one of the few chances to see the full layout of a home room by room and get a glimpse into everyday Amish life. Now you might wonder, why would an Amish family put their home up for sale to the public in the first place? It usually happens in smaller settlements. In larger communities like Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, or Holmes County, Ohio, homes rarely make it to public listings because other Amish buyers snap them up right away. But in a settlement of just a handful of households, the pool of potential Amish buyers is tiny. That's when families will sometimes market their homes to non-Amish buyers instead. So let's begin. Our first photo shows the exterior of the farmhouse, and it's exactly what you expect from a traditional Kentucky Amish property. White siding, a metal roof, simple trim, and a large wraparound porch. The plain white siding isn't just a style, it's part of the Amish value of keeping things modest and uniform. The metal roof reflects the Amish preference for durability. A roof like this often lasts 40 to 60 years and requires minimal maintenance, which matters when a family is prioritizing farm work over home renovations. The porch is wide and functional. In an Amish household, the porch isn't just a pretty entrance, it's a workspace. Families sit here in the evenings, women might shell peas or snap beans, children play on the steps, and neighbors frequently stop by for a chat. The porch is where Amish community life begins. Here, you can see how the property stretches out. This isn't a suburban lawn. This is 20 acres of working land, cleared and ready for farming. Amish homes aren't built to impress. They're built to function. You see fields, fences, and the barn positioned close enough for daily chores, but far enough to keep noise and animals away from the main living space. The layout itself tells you this was part of a functioning farm, likely used for raising livestock, gardening, and possibly for a small home business like produce or baked goods. This photo shows one of the most valuable assets on the property, the large commercial-style greenhouse. Amish families often run greenhouse businesses because it allows them to work from home while generating steady income. This greenhouse is large enough for full-scale vegetable production, bedding plants, hanging baskets, and seasonal flowers. It's a sign that the family likely earned part of their living from growing and selling produce or plants. The structure is simple, but designed for efficiency. Here we see the stables and barn, critical for a traditional Amish home. Because the Amish do not drive cars, their horses and buggies are their transportation, and the barn is the equivalent of your garage. Inside, you'd find stalls, hay storage, harness hooks, and enough space for multiple horses. These barns are almost always built by the Amish themselves or by neighbors in a barn-raising tradition. The buggy barn. This image shows where the buggies are stored. Notice the simple construction and utilitarian layout. Nothing fancy, just a well-built shelter. Amish buggies are expensive, often $8,000 plus for a new one, so barns like this protect them from weather and maintain privacy from the road. Let's head inside. Now we step inside the home, and this is where the real Amish lifestyle becomes visible. This kitchen is the heart of the house, with an enormous handmade family dining table capable of seating 12 or more. Amish homes typically consist of large families, and their meals are communal, so tables like this are often the largest piece of furniture in the house. You'll also notice no electric appliances, no microwave, and no refrigerator. This community is clearly one that avoids public electricity, a hallmark of Amish life. Instead, you'll see oil lamps, propane-powered stoves, and sometimes a wood-fired cook stove. This photo shows the everyday details you almost never see. Hats, bonnets, and coats hang near the door, a sign of Amish practicality. Items are always placed where they'll be used most often. Look closely, and you'll see vinyl table coverings, which are extremely common in Amish homes. They allow easy cleanup after large meals without needing to wash fabric daily. The kitchen shelves are filled with jars, cookware, and basic tools. No clutter, but plenty of purpose. The living area continues the open concept theme. Amish homes often combine the kitchen and living room into a single massive space for heating efficiency and family togetherness. You'll notice hickory rockers, which are handmade by Amish craftsmen. Simple wooden furniture, built for durability. Rag rugs, typically woven by Amish women. No couches or plush recliners. These are considered unnecessary and overly worldly by more traditional Amish. The absence of electrical outlets is the most telling feature. Everything from lighting to entertainment is non-electric. The main heat source? It isn't a furnace or baseboard heaters. It is a large wood stove that serves as the home's primary heat source. You'll see stacks of wood nearby and a very efficient open floor plan so that heat travels through the home naturally. The Amish rely heavily on wood for heat, cooking, and even hot water via stovetop kettles. Heading upstairs, you begin to understand just how many people this home was built to hold. There are 5 bedrooms in total, which might sound extravagant in an English home, but is quite common here. Amish families often have 8, 10, or even more children, so the sleeping arrangements have to match the family size. The parents' room is practical and multifunctional, often doubling as a nursery, so a crib sits alongside the bed. The children's rooms are where you see a splash of individuality, colorful walls, hunting gear propped in a corner, deer antlers mounted on the wall, and even a dream catcher hanging in one room. These small personal touches stand out in contrast to the overall plainness of the home. One thing you won't find upstairs or anywhere inside this main house is a bathroom. This community doesn't use indoor plumbing for bathrooms, so outhouses are the standard. While that might seem surprising to outsiders, it's simply part of the ordinary, the set of rules and traditions that guide daily life here. Down in the basement, we see the full scope of Amish food preparation. Bare concrete floors, open shelving, and a large wringer washer, extra storage for boots, and large containers for storing root vegetables. The basement is not designed for living, it's a work zone. However, this home has something I have never seen in an Amish home before, a pool table. Is it used, or is it something they are selling? I guess we will never know. Let's head back outside. Finally, this wide-angle shot shows the entire layout. Barn, home, greenhouse, stables, and 20 acres of land stretching across rural Kentucky. It's peaceful, private, and practical, exactly what you'd expect from a working Amish farm. You may have noticed there is what appears to be a large gathering building, lined with covered tables and benches for seating, along with a covered cooking section out back. This area appears to be used for Amish celebrations and gatherings. It is large, functional, and a great addition to this property. There is also a functioning workshop. Often used for property maintenance or other business ventures the Amish may be involved in. And now the question you've probably been wondering about: the price. This entire property was listed at $520,000, and shockingly, does not look like it sold. It was taken off the market. It could have sold in an off-market deal to another Amish family, which does happen. Either way, a property like this is incredible for that asking price. A home, a barn, a workshop, and greenhouse on 20 acres in a peaceful Amish community, it's a rare opportunity. That wraps up our tour of this Amish home and its dawdy house in the Cynthiana, Kentucky settlement. It's always fascinating to see how each Amish community puts its own touch on the way they live. So, I'd love to hear from you. What stood out to you the most in this tour? Was it the long, practical kitchen table, the colorful children's bedrooms, The idea of a second house just for the grandparents? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, there are plenty more Amish homes I can show you. I appreciate you watching, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow.